Hello, thank you for joining me, and I am Maggie. We are working on Excuses Be Gone by Dr. Wayne Dyer, and it is a book that will help us to change lifelong self-defeating thinking habits. So, with that in mind, hit like and subscribe and leave your positive comments. I look forward to hearing from you. So what we're going to do, we're going to pick up where we left off. We are in part one. Let's see, part one is identifying and removing habitual thinking. And we are in chapter 2, your two minds. So this has been wonderful. Here we go. So we're under the subtitle right now, applying your fresh perspective to common excuse categories. Now, I'd like to show you how you can take the fresh perspective you've gained by looking through your new lens. So remember yesterday, we had new lenses, which we are looking at ourselves in our Life Track 10. If we were going to say Life Track 1 through 10, like reality transurfing, we are going towards 10. So the excuse categories of genetics, memetics, and consciousness are about to be shown the door. There's the door. Bye-bye. New subtitle, Your New Outlook on Genetic Programming. So that's the next one. Here we go. I'm sure you're familiar with some variations of this popular excuse. I can't help it, runs in my family. New biology, however, has proven that beliefs can override DNA. So move what you thought was a fact to the excuse file. So we're going to take that I can't help it, it runs in my family, to the excuse file, okay, which will go trash. But anyway, by altering how you view its authenticity, you can change what you perceive as immutable and beyond your reach by eliminating excuses such as the ones in the genetic excuse category. As Greg Braden writes in his astonishing book, The Spontaneous Healing of Belief, I recommend you get that book and you either listen to it on audio or you read it. It's wonderful, as you know. Paradigm-shattering experience published in leading-edge peer-reviewed journals revealed that we're bathed in a field of intelligent energy that fills what used to be thought of as empty space. Additional discoveries show beyond any reasonable doubt that this field responds to us. It rearranges itself in the presence of our heart-based feelings and beliefs. And this is the revolution that changes everything. I'm going to read that one more time because it is so beautiful. It's by Dr. Greg Braden in the Spontaneous Healing of Belief book. Paradigm-shattering experiments published in leading-edge peer-reviewed journals reveal that we are bathed in a field of intelligent energy that fills what used to be thought of as an empty space. So it's an intelligent energy around us, in us. Additional discoveries show beyond a reasonable doubt that this field responds to us. It rearranges itself in the presence of our heart-based feelings and beliefs. And this is the revolution that changes everything. Whew. Reminds me of Brian Scott's Reality Revolution, right? It's a reality revolution. So here are 2 exercises to practice applying these ideas to your genetic program. 1. Be open to the scientifically verified idea that your beliefs have the power to rearrange and change the material world. So remember, it was like in chapter 1 or in the early part, he said we need 2 things to be open and curious. We're going to have way more than 2 things, but I just want to keep reminding you to be open and curious. So be open to the scientifically verified idea that your beliefs have the power to rearrange and change the material world. Start by making this particularly pertinent for you in your physical and personal destiny by contemplating that more things of this nature are possible than you previously experienced. Allow these new thoughts about your biology to gently enter your belief system. Gently, right? Encourage yourself to consider your beliefs as things that affect you, perhaps even more than physical particles do. If it suits you, you may even see beliefs as non-particles in the non-material or spiritual world. So this is a really kind of a basic way. If you look into reality transurfing, Vadim Zeland's work, Renee Garcia does a very good job. Brian Scott also has wonderful videos on this. There's tons of information, but Renee Garcia really does a good job at actually helping you understand the quantum field and how to work with it. Then when you study Brian Scott, he reads so many beautiful spiritual, scientific texts. Then you've got like Joseph Bryant with the Neville Goddard's work, Elmer Olacher with Neville Goddard's work. These are ways to continue to dig in deeper, because this is just the spark, but that we really do command our universe, and that it will organize around our beliefs and thoughts. So I want to keep encouraging you. So if you're going to dive deeper, keep going. So number 2, so this is in the subcategory of your new outlook on genetic programming. And here are 2 exercises to practice applying these ideas to your life. So that first one was about being open. And the next one is create an affirmation that attests to this new no excuses philosophy for genetics. Something from the following list would work fine, but feel free to come up with your own. So I'm going to read them in just a second, but I would like to encourage you to put it on your mirror and put this affirmation around your house, like where you're going to see it. When you brush your teeth, when you wash your dishes, when you do your laundry, just so that you can continue to see this and let it gently enter. So here's the first affirmation. I can change my body's infirmities by shifting my beliefs. So we walk in faith. I have the power to undo old thoughts about my genetic destiny. I have the power to undo old thoughts about my genetic destiny. I have the power to undo old thoughts about my genetic destiny. I change my body's infirmities by shifting my beliefs. I change my body's infirmities by shifting my beliefs. I change my body's infirmities by shifting my beliefs. If I stay with them and live from my heart, my beliefs can inspire new talents if I so desire. If I stay with them and live from my heart, my beliefs can inspire new talents if I so desire. If I stay with them and live from my heart, my beliefs can inspire new talents if I so desire. I can heal anything by healing my beliefs first. I can heal anything by healing my beliefs first. I can heal anything by healing my beliefs first. And the last one he has is, I intend to keep my beliefs uppermost, and I refuse to blame anything in the material world for any deficiencies in my life. I intend to keep my beliefs uppermost, and I refuse to blame anything in the material world for any deficiencies in my life. I intend to keep my beliefs uppermost, and I refuse to blame anything in the material world for any deficiencies in my life. The next subtitle is Your New Outlook on Memetic Programming. Again, this is an excuse category that you probably depended on to justify why life isn't what you really want it to be. So that's a big clue. And many people have been through really difficult life situations, but guys, today, here and now, we are choosing to step out of that. These are the big mind virus excuses. So here they come. My family made me the way I am, and I can't change it. My early childhood experience and all of the unfair criticism I received explain why I have low self-esteem. I'm stuck in this place because I've been affected by a multitude of mind viruses and environmental facts that have left me shortchanged when it comes to fulfilling a higher destiny. You can just feel it as I'm reading this, the low vibration. Some people might be getting punched in the stomach. Some people might have this yucky feeling because it's not true, and it's also lower vibrational excuses that are holding you in bondage. So how can I change what I've initiated and mimic for so many years? So how do I change, right? And I remember, these are the excuses, and I've been infected by mind viruses, and it's impossible to change. So these are all the bullshit excuses, okay, guys? Like you said earlier, take it to the door. So what follows are 2 exercises. So here we got 2 more exercises to practice applying your mimetic program. So exercise 1. And guys, remember in that little journal you're working on, like just kind of trying to be aware of what your subconscious and conscious mind are saying. Who are you if nobody told you who you were? Put these exercises in there as well. Or pick your favorite and run with it. So number 1, affirm. Affirm. Here we go. I believe that I am perfectly capable of overcoming any early conditioning I have adopted as part of my personality and my current life experience. So I affirm this. I believe that I am perfectly capable of overcoming any early conditioning I have adopted as part of my personality and my current life experience. Know that the research is demonstrating that the power of thought is aligned with the universal mind, which many call the Tao or God. Just hang on to this idea for now. It will become clearer as you progress through this course, and excuses be gone. So I'm reading that one more time. I believe that I am perfectly capable of overcoming any early conditioning I have adopted as part of my personality and my current life experience. We got it. Now, 2, exercise 2. Assert that anything that's been programmed into you and acts like a virus is perfectly capable of being deprogrammed if you decide. So we assert this now, that anything that has been programmed into us and acts like a virus is perfectly capable of being deprogrammed if we decide it's worth the effort. Remind yourself that since you're not presently a victim of beliefs that were modeled for you when you were much younger, using these excuses is no longer your method. At this point, you don't even have to know how to deprogram or disinfect yourself. All you need to believe is that you have the ability, and will begin now. So guys, that willingness already puts you in the direction of taking that first step in the journey of 1,000, 10,000 miles, whatever your journey. That willingness, that openness, that curiosity, okay? So here is an affirmation that will guide you to awareness and answers. I am much more powerful today than the old programs and mind viruses that I absorbed in my childhood. Telling yourself will make your inner teacher appear. Okay, so telling yourself this will make your inner teacher appear. Let's do that one again. I am much more powerful today than the old programs and mind viruses that I absorbed in my childhood. I am much more powerful today than the old programs and mind viruses that I absorbed in my childhood. What a beautiful note to end that on. And we will continue to get through chapter 2 in the days to come. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you for spending this time with me. Now hit like, subscribe, and I'd love to hear your positive comments or what little tidbit you might have struck you, what affirmation you will be working with. It's just a pleasure to get to work with you. Thank you so much for coming, and you know what's next. Peace in, peace out.